What's going on, guys? It's your boy the Markham Knight here. Today's video is going to be all about Avengers Infinity War's trailer. Now before I do talk about that, I do want to apologize for not posting a video in over a week. Unfortunately, that's because I did have to do some moving, so everything had to get rearranged. I had to bring everything up and I had to bring all my stuff over. But now there will be consistent videos every single day, so you can definitely come and go ahead and join the subscribe button and not worry about not seeing a video in over a week. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and jump right in here. This video I have seen before. It did excite me a lot, and I do want to do a little bit of a breakdown of it after. So I'm gonna react and then I'm gonna discuss the trailer a little. Let's jump right in.
There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people.
So he gets discovered by Doctor Strange.
See if we could become something more.
Vision is human, so I have a couple of theories
So
about
when
that.
they needed us, we could fight the battles.
Hulkbuster. There are some theories about that too. Bruce Banner and the Hulkbuster. I'm pretty sure we see him and Tony Stark and everyone hanging out later, so. Yeah, there you go.
You will know what it's like to lose. To feel so desperately that you're right.
Spider sense is tingling.
Fail all the same.
That's cool. They didn't have that in the movie, in the Homecoming. That portal, I have a theory about this also.
Run from it.
Thanos' crew. Oh, there's the Tesseract and Loki. Bruce Willis in purple. Okay, he still looks decently cool. Iron Spider suit. Thor doing his best Captain America impression. Nomad. The Hulkbuster.
Fun isn't something one considers when balancing the universe.
Take that Mind Stone. There's the Space Stone. That's right.
It does put a smile on my face.
Where's the smile? Winter Soldier. That goes the entire army. Looks a little like Justice League. I know there's a little bit of a snippet after, so I'm just gonna wait for that to finish up before I start talking about it.
Who the hell are you guys?
I'm glad they still worked in the eye patch. Okay, so let's talk about this. Okay, so first thing I want to talk about is some of the stuff I didn't like about this. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about the elephant in the room because everybody's been talking about this. Thanos looks like Bruce Willis. Yes, that to me was a problem. The first time I saw it, I was like, why did they fuck up Thanos? He looked amazing in the first Avengers credit scene. He looked amazing in every single thing he's done ever since then. The Age of Ultron scene, he looked cool with all of it. He looked awesome with his armor and everything. And they explained he doesn't really need the armor anymore. Excuse me, because now he has the Infinity Stones. But still definitely having him with the armor, he's always had that in the comic books, with the Infinity Stones, whether he had the Infinity Stones or not. Them taking the armor off him wasn't necessarily my problem. It's the fact that he looks a lot like Bruce Willis, or Homer Simpson. There's been all sorts of jokes about how his CGI looks and how it looks, how they made him look basically. And this was my same problem with Steppenwolf. Doesn't look great. People complain about the pink skin. I do understand where they're coming from. They had him in more of like a purplish bluish hue in the other movies and stuff, and because they're trying to say like kind of the sun reflecting on him and everything kind of is a little bit different. He looks different under different lighting, obviously, so that's why he has the pinkish skin. Definitely not the greatest look in terms of his face. They could have definitely done better. He looked a lot cooler before in the other movies and stuff, but it's a different approach, and I'm sure it'll grow on me over time. watching Steppenwolf didn't take me out of the Justice League movie. Watching this definitely will not take me out of the Avengers movie. Next thing I wanted to talk about was Spider-Man's Iron Spider costume. It's okay. I mean, I knew this was what was coming in Homecoming, but I kind of did want to see the actual comic book version because it looks more different from Spider-Man's actual suit, and I don't like that Tony designed the regular Spider-Man suit, and well, obviously he designed the Iron Spider one, but the regular Spider-Man one was also designed by Tony, so I guess this is just an improvement on that. It's kind of like the Iron Man suits. It doesn't go completely away from what the look is, and that's basically what they're doing here. I feel like maybe they thought the Iron Spider suit from the comics wasn't as practical as this suit maybe, so it made more sense to do that. His eyes did light up blue, so I don't know kind of what that means, if he's just processing information while everything's going on, but definitely it's okay. I'm not against it. Now I wanted to talk about the story a little bit. There are a lot of cool scenes in here, and let's not get that wrong. Don't get it twisted because I pointed out those two things I didn't like about it, but there are a lot of cool stuff that happened here. Now let me talk about some of the story first. What I do want to say, these might be spoilers if they come out true, but we've seen 6 Infinity Stones in the Marvel Cinematic Universe so far. The 7th one and the last one, I do believe, is going to be the one that's going to be on Wakanda. And as we see, there's a big fight here in Wakanda at the end of it, and we do know that Black Panther is the leader of this fight. Why would they come to Wakanda? Why would Thanos come to Wakanda? I'm pretty sure it's to get the final, or well, it's not the final yet, but to get one of the Infinity Stones, and I'm pretty sure that Black Panther has it. Maybe he uses it to communicate with the old spirits, kind of like his powers in the comic books, and he's using the stone to do that. But I do think that's what it is. Initially, I thought Heimdall had it, but I feel like they kind of passed that in Ragnarok. That was kind of his chance to show that he does have an Infinity Stone, and maybe show that he's even more powerful than they made him out to be, because in the comics, he's considered to be a really powerful being. I thought in the movies they were kind of just holding him back the whole time, waiting to unleash him, but they didn't use the Infinity Stone at all in there, so definitely they can throw that in here and have it in Wakanda, and them having to safeguard it, kind of like Themyscira did the same thing in the Justice League. But anyway, I don't want to do Marvel DC comparisons so much. I want to just talk about what this did well and what I think is going to happen. We saw the Mind Stone being taken from Vision. I'm okay with that. I'm not bothered by it at all. For those of you who are saying, oh, Vision should keep the Mind Stone, it's going to make him lose his powers or whatever it is. No, Vision didn't have a Mind Stone when he was created in the comic books. It had nothing to do with him. They just kind of put that in for the movies. So him losing it is not that big a deal to me. Maybe he won't have the exact same power set. I don't know how much the Mind Stone gave him besides that energy blast that it was doing. Otherwise, Vision, another thing to point out, was something I do have a theory about. He looked human in the beginning part of it when he was with Scarlet Witch, and I do feel like that's one of two reasons. Either Vision can project this onto himself using the Mind Stone, or Scarlet Witch is altering reality to create this fake reality for the both of them. So that'd be kind of cool. I don't know if it's like a Mystique thing, he's doing it himself, or if it's Scarlet Witch just kind of making this their reality that she wants them to have, basically, for them to have a normal relationship. Nomad, we did see, I'm pretty sure that's basically what they were trying to go for. It still looks like Captain America's suit, but much darker. It is the Nomad colors, basically. That, for those of you who don't know, is basically the alias that Captain America went by after he stopped becoming Captain America, when he dropped the shield, and he dropped shield, the actual team, and everything else, and left America in the rear view for a bit, and then he fought as Nomad, and we do see the darker colors there. The Get This Man a Shield was a cool line. We do see Bruce Banner with the Hulkbuster arm. We don't know exactly what that's about. Maybe he's helping Tony make improvements to it. Maybe it was damaged a little bit in the last fight he had with the Hulk. Obviously we see Tony get his ass kicked by Thanos later, so having Bruce Banner work on it to make it Hulk proof might make it a little more Thanos proof. So definitely you might see that. People have been speculating that it will be Bruce Banner in the Hulk suit because he can't Hulk out in the beginning of this or something like that. I don't see that being the case. I mean, realistically, if he hulked out fine in Ragnarok and became whatever he wanted to become, he should be okay, unless they kind of want to do a little bit of a Hulk story on the side where he's basically having trouble getting it up, and you're gonna have Scarlett Johansson come and help that for him. Loki gives Thanos the Tesseract. That was cool. I did call that in Ragnarok. I said Loki, he probably stole the Tesseract from Asgard, and that's why Thanos showed up in the mid-credits in the first place. And we do see Thanos put the Space Stone onto his gauntlet. So that was cool. I don't think Loki has joined him. I think it was more like, okay, please don't kill me, here's the Tesseract, take it. The portal thing in the sky, I feel like is kind of going to be like one of the Mother Box's boom tubes or something, just kind of opens up to kind of let the army in. You always kind of have to have that hole in the sky type thing in these kind of movies. Not a great plot point, but if it is what it is, we do see Thor kind of trying to hold that portal either open or closed, trying to prevent people from coming in or out. We don't know exactly, but we see him in space and the other one is on Earth. So obviously I'm guessing Thanos' army from space is trying to get to Earth, and Thor is stopping that. Thor and the Guardians of the Galaxy are stopping that from happening. Anyways, guys, I am very, very excited for Avengers Infinity War. I do hope Black Panther is going to be good before that, but I'm looking really, really forward to this. Tell me what you guys think.
This is the Marvel Knight, and I need you to like, comment, and subscribe.